Hello! I am going to make a video to show you how to do the I am poem. It's also going to show you how to do a lot of other basic stuff that we need to do in Google Documents. Let me start by saying, a lot of people ask me, why do you wear hats in the video? And the answer is, because I want to. That's the only good answer I have. I just want to wear a hat, so I wear a hat. I can't wear a hat in school, it'd fall off. So I wear it here. Let's get going. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to Google Classroom. You should all have a shortcut to Google Classroom on your browser once you've launched Chrome. In this particular setup, I don't. But I have this view, which some of you might be familiar with, or maybe you haven't seen it yet, which has these common URLs on here. So I can just click on here and go to Google Classroom. And then from here, I'm going to go into second elementary because in this instance, this lesson is for kids in second elementary. And we go here. Now you see this. You see this handsome face. You have it on your screen right now 4 times. 4 times handsome face. That's just so much handsome face. So what you're going to want to do is it says, here's the template for today's assignment. If you click on it, it does this. Now, y'all could type into your heart's content. You hear me typing? It ain't gonna do nothing. You know why? Because this is a read-only copy. That's a computer term. Read-only means you can only read it. You can't alter it. You can't save it. You can't edit it. So you're going to need to make your own copy. And to do that, you're going to go up here to File, moving the mouse up here to File, and clicking on File. You want to make a copy. Can any of you guess what you should click on to make a copy? I'll wait. You click on Make a Copy. It's right here. Make a copy. Now call it something good. You can call it something sensible. And the reason why you want to call it something sensible, something that if you saw that name later on, or if somebody else saw that name, they would know what the heck it was. If you typed Wet Dog 42 Fuzzy Britches, well, that ain't going to help you know what the heck this was later on. So call it I am poem, if you want to, for David Gullett. Put in your full name there if you want to. Or you could just say I am poem, and then click Make a Copy. And it thinks. And then look. Now it can pop up. Now this thing's summaries here on mine. I don't know why it's there. I think it's annoying. It's not going to help you. So click on that arrow, Close Document Outline. And now you got a lot more room on here to type. So now, what is an I am poem? Well, it's a very simple poem. Don't get concerned. It's not too touchy-feely. It doesn't take too much noodle thinking. All you got to do is answer some questions, and it comes up a pretty nice little, what? Poem! Little nice factoid about you. Let me adjust my hat. Who wants to see my hat on the other side? There. It goes left to right, front and back, side to side, whatever you want. I am. So now what you're going to do here is you're going to type in your own name. I am. Now anything in brackets, these things are called brackets. See what I'm highlighting here? Those are called brackets. Anything in brackets, I want you to delete and put in your own information. And so to delete, I would click right there. And then I would hit the backspace key. Look, now it's gone. I am David. Put in your own name. Your name's not David. Now for this exercise, don't bother asking me how to spell things. I'm not going to judge you on spelling. Just sound them out. I don't care if I can really figure them out or not. That is fine. I just want you to do this practice. So I am David. And then you go through here and you can use the scroll button. Look what's happening as I scroll this scroll wheel, the middle scrolly scroll. I like saying scroll thing on here. Let me just go up and down. And you click here, and I want you to delete what's in the brackets, and I want you to type in your own thing that is about you. So let's backspace again. This time I'm going to do it differently. This time I'm going to highlight, and hit delete. On the keyboard, there's a key that says delete. You can find it. It says delete or del. I just hit it and it made it disappear. So 2 things about me. If you forgot what that was when you delete it, you can hit Control Z. Hold down Control. Oh, I'll do it up here. Do undo. Undo. You see? And it goes away. And you can see, what did I just delete? 2 special things about you. 2 things, special things about me. Well, here. I am funny. That's just obvious. And caring. I think I'm caring. I'm funny and caring. Those are nice things to be. I wonder, and you go on to the next one. I'm using the arrow keys on my keyboard to go up and down, up and down. Something you are actually curious about. I wonder. And I'm going to hold, yet another way to, well, another way to highlight things is to hold down the Shift key and hit the arrow over, but you can just hit backspace if you want to do it my way. Shift and arrow left is kind of nice because I can still see what it says. And now if I just type, it's going to pop right in there. Watch what happens. This is highlighted. When I type, it's going to go there. Something you're actually curious about. I wonder who I am going to see in heaven. I wonder that. Who am I going to see in heaven? And then I hit down, and then it says, I hear an imaginary sound. This is just make-believe. I'm going to highlight by holding down Shift and going over. Remember, you can hit backspace, whatever. I hear an imaginary sound. Something you couldn't really hear, or you could only imagine hearing. So I'm going to say angels singing, because you can only imagine what that would sound like. So I hear angels singing. Down, end, the end button. I'm going to hit the end button. Watch what happens. Hit the end button. It pops you over there. I see an imaginary sight. This time I'm just going to, I see unicorns, not chords, unicorns dancing. That's kind of nice to see unicorns dancing. All right. I want something you actually want. Oh, what do I actually want? Here's one of the best things ever. I'm going to put it in here. I want a hot fudge sundae. There is nothing better than a hot fudge sundae. Oh, now I'm just thinking about hot fudge sundaes. So then you can keep on going. Oh, now look what happens. This says, I am the first line of the poem repeated. So you put that in there again. So we're going to delete all of this. My keyboard's noisy, isn't it? I paid a lot of money for a noisy keyboard. And I said the very first thing again, I am funny and caring. You say it again. Wherever it says that, like if I scroll, this is stanza. Stanzas are poem chunks. Stanza sounds much more fancy than poem chunk, right? That doesn't sound very good. So at the end, it always says the first line of the poem repeated. You see down here. And then in the third stanza, it says the first line. And all these other things, if you have any questions, you can ask me for clarity, especially if you can't read a word or something like that. But mainly, this is an exercise for you to get typing. So I just want you to do this when you're all done. When you're all done with this whole thing, you're going to go up here to share. And you're going to click on share because I want you to share it with me. Sharing with me means I have access to it. Share. And you're going to, look, there's Maylee. I could share this with Maylee. You could share this, or you should share this with me and my email address, which is right on the whiteboard, depending on where you're sitting. It's either that way or that way. I don't know where you're sitting. I don't know what side you're on. My email address is dgullett. Shift 2 gets you the @ We knew that. BCA Royal. I messed up. Royals.com. And then you click that. And then you click just fine. Oh, you can change this if you want to. This means I can edit it. I can change it. If you click on it, you can just say I can comment on it, which puts, I'm not changing it. I'm just putting text around it. Or you could click on view, where it means I don't get to view. You can change if you want to. I'm not going to change it on you, but you can. And you can type a message here. Hey, Mr. Gullett, I hope you enjoy it. It's a lot of exclamation points. You sure do type a lot of exclamation points. And you click on send. And that means you just shared your poem with me, and I can see it. That's the entire assignment. Remember, everything that's in brackets you change. If you have any questions, ask me, but try to noodle it out yourself. I'm going to change my hat before we're done. So now it's like that. Try to noodle it out before you ask me a question, but I hope you have a good time doing it. This is going to help us use Google Docs. Talk to you later.